Hello students, today I am going to discuss on the topic of cutting tool materials and tool life. Cutting tool materials are materials that are used to make cutting tools which are used in machining operation, such like drill bits, tool bits, milling cutters, etc. In our practical life, we always make the slicing action over the fruits, such like apple or mangoes, something like that. Those are not confined with the machining operations because any unwanted material is not removing out. The machining operation is the operation where the unwanted materials or desirable materials are removed in the form of chips from the preformed blank in the help of the cutting tools as well as the help of the cutting speed, feet and depth of cut. Cutting tools are those kind of tools which devotes themselves in doing the machining operations. The knives here for slicing the mangoes or apples are not the machining tools or the machine tools or the cutting tools. The removal of chips should be the primary target. Otherwise, that tool cannot be called the cutting tool. Cutting tool materials must be harder than that of the workpiece material. I have several times reiterated about those factors. If the cutting tool material is not the harder, then it cannot be able to dig into the workpiece material and won't be able to scoop out the unwanted materials in the form of the chips, and the machining action cannot be taken place. That is why the tool material should be the harder than that of the workpiece material. Also, the tool can withstand the high and elevated temperature generated around the cutting or machining zone. If the tool material cannot withstand the high temperature, then the thermal softening can take place and the tool materials can damage very easily. And the tool materials under the action of the heat, the machining zone is oriented to the high heat, elevated temperature. Under the action of that temperature, the tool material will get damaged and flank wear and crater wear can be taken place. To enhance the tool life, these properties are very essential. These properties are very essential to enhance the tool life. In brief, what is tool life? The tool life is the time taken between the two successive regrindings or resharpenings. Suppose one tool material is involved in the machining operation. Under the action of the time or in course of the time, it will get the mechanical damage or the tool material gets its shapes lost. For that case, to make or recover the necessary shapes or the tool geometry over the cutting tool materials, some grinding or resharpening actions should be taken place. And again, it is taken to the machining operation. Obviously, for the second case, it will make it devotion to the machining operation, and again the tool material get damaged, and the again further the sharpening is taken place. These two successive resharpenings are the vital one. The time taken between the two successive regrinds is called the tool life. If the regrinding times or resharpening times are enlarged, are increased, then the tool life always increased, and the tool will devote itself for the better life of the machining operation. and for the longer period of time. These are the properties of the tool materials. The hardness. What is hardness? Hardness Hardness is the ability of a material to resist against any abrasion, scratching, indentation or penetration. As the machining operation is oriented to the friction and it is oriented to the hardness property, because for the case of the drilling, the drill bit tries to indent or make the indentation over the workpiece material, and for the case of the grinding wheel make the machining operation with the abrasion. Whenever the grinding wheel make the abrasions with the workpiece material, then the abrasion is taken place. For that case, the hardness of the cutting tool should be fair enough. It can withstand the abrasion, scratching or indentation pressure. Hot hardness. What is hot hardness? It is very essential, important term. The ability of a material to retain its hardness up to the elevated temperature is called the hot hardness property of the material. Suppose if the hot hardness temperature of the low carbon steel is assumed to be 250 degrees centigrade, then it can be said that if the machining zone temperature is beyond the 250 degrees centigrade, if the temperature around the tool material of the low carbon steel is beyond the 250 degrees centigrade, then the property, mechanical property, especially the hardness property of the material will lose. This is the hot hardness temperature of the low carbon steel, that is at 250 degrees centigrade. The tool material should always withstand the elevated temperature. Otherwise, it cannot be imparted for the greater tool life. Pressure resistance. As the machining process is oriented to the three types of pressure in the 3D cutting, especially with the help of the oblique cutting tool, there is a cutting force, feed force, and radial force. These three forces have to be taken by the cutting tool materials. That is why it should be the pressure resistance. Bending strength. Under the action of the machining, any deflection, axial or material deflection should be prevented. For that case, the bending strength of the cutting tool material should be high. Toughness. Toughness is the property of a material to absorb the energy before fracture takes place under the action of the impact loading. That toughness should be always increased for the case of tool material. Inner bonding strength. What is inner bonding strength? Under the action of the cutting forces or the forces, any lateral deflection of the interanatomic structures should be prevented, such like the slipping, slip deformation or twining should be prevented. If the lattice parameter or the interfacial angles remains the same or undistorted, then the interanatomic bonding strength of the material is high. That should be the desired factor. Wear resistance. There should be the such like the chemical wear or thermal wear or mechanical wear. Especially the tool material should be composed of such kind of materials such like it can withstand the wear resistance. Suppose if the machining zone, the lubricants or coolants such like soluble oil and it is a chemical one, the tool material should be chemically inert and it should not react with any material chemically, such like with the lubricant. The tool material should be chemically inert. Oxidation resistance, especially in the case of HSS tool, high speed steel tool, or 18412 steel, because of the presence of the chromium, the tool material HSS tool gets the enhancement in the tool life. Because presence of the chromium, the atmospheric oxygen gets prevented to be entered into the core material of the HSS. And chromium, due to the positive charge, it will have the greater tendency to be attracted towards the negative sign, such like oxygen, and makes the formation of the chromium oxide and making the envelope over the HSS tool. That is why oxidation resistance is vital. Small prosperity to diffusion and addition. Whenever the cheese material goes upwards with the velocity and the temperature, it will have the tendency to be stick to the rake surface of the material. And it is to be prevented. The tool material should be of the such kind of material such that the diffusion and adhesion of the unwanted particles should be prevented. And abrasion resistance and edge strength are the vital one. Cutting tool materials, tool steels. Tool steels are generally tough and cheap also, and it can be of the M type or T type. M type means molybdenum type, T type means tungsten type. But in the case of M type, it is the most versatile one, and nowadays becoming in use rapidly. Carbon tool steels. They can be LCS or low carbon steel, medium carbon steel, or high carbon steel. Generally, its hot hardness temperature is 200 degrees centigrade, and because of the low hot hardness temperature and because of the low strength, nowadays it is often in less use. High speed steel, it is the most commonly used tool material. It comprised of generally 1841 steel, 18% tungsten, 4% chromium, 1% vanadium. And because of the tungsten has a tendency to keep the elevated temperature. The tool material can be operated up to the elevated temperature, and always tungsten provides the necessary toughness, strength. Chromium provides the durability or corrosion resistance, and vanadium produce the mechanical properties, enhancement of the mechanical properties, such like ductility. Cemented carbide tools. These are generally produced by the powder metallurgy methods, by the tungsten carbide and cobalt in powder form are sintered in powder metallurgy and formed into the high density material, and it is created by the powder metallurgy process, and such like that green compact and or the green strength of the tool material is increased, and these tool materials can also be operated up to the 900 degrees centigrade because of the high hot hardness property, and it is usually make into the operation for the cutting of the hard material. Ceramic material, they are even harder than the cemented carbides but have the lower toughness. Aluminum oxide and silicon nitride are the base material of the ceramic material. But the advanced material is the super hard materials like cubic boron nitride, CBN. And also the diamond, because of the high price, it is not too much used in industry, but it also have the high hot hardness temperature. Carbon steel, it is of the low use because of the low hardness temperature. You can see 180 degree or 2000. High speed steel already said about this most acceptability because of the presence of the alloying elements such like of chromium, vanadium, and also sometimes cobalt. Cobalt is a good binding element also, and this is the M type. 90% of the HSS tools are made of M series. There is a 5 to 10% molybdenum, 1.5% to 10% tungsten, 1 to 4% vanadium, 4% chromium, and 5 to 10% cobalt. And also has the cutting speed around the 10 to 60 meter per minute. These are the most vital and most commonly used of the cutting tool material. Cemented carbide. Already told about this, but whenever the 3 to 6% matrix of cobalt gives better hardness, while 6 to 15% matrix of cobalt gives greater toughness. Whenever it is needed according to the requirements, the percentage of the cobalt during the powder metallurgy can be varied. The tungsten carbide tools are commonly used, but tungsten carbide tools has a tough also, and the titanium carbide is a high wear resistance also. And the cutting speeds can be generated 30 to 150 meter per minute, and also increased whenever it is coated. These are the graphs of cutting speed and increased feed rate. You can see whenever the feed rate is low, because the high feed rate the cutting tool can damage. Whenever it is moderate or low, the cutting speed is high for the case of PCD or CBN. PCD means polycrystalline diamond and CBN means cubic boron nitride. These are the graphs you can see. This is the brief idea of the cutting tool materials.